Hey. Hi, guys. Welcome back. All right. So let's go ahead and take a look at this. It's going to be a collective message. We shall see where this goes. It's not zodiac specific. I'll call out zodiacs as we see them pop up. But let's go ahead and begin and see what do we have. We start with an Ace of Cups. We've literally got the heart drawn on this perfume bottle. This could be somebody's thinking very much about upcoming Valentine's Day. This could be somebody who smells good, wants to buy somebody perfume. They miss the smell of someone's cologne or perfume. They're thinking about their Valentine. Um, got a Girl of Swords, which this would be the Page of Swords in any other deck. And we've got all kinds of gems and rubies. I shouldn't say rubies. No, well, there is one there. Okay, I can say ruby. We see a little bit more of like emeralds, and we do see diamonds and maybe some, what is it, citrine. But we've got the dragonfly that's way more prominent to me, which is action taking. This is somebody who's doing a little bit of spying. It's almost like they're wondering, what would my Valentine want? I'm feeling I want to offer love. I want to show an expression of love. What would my Valentine want? It feels like somebody is trying to figure out, what kind of a gift should I send? Okay. The Boy of Wands. Oh, okay. So he's in a very romantic mode. It doesn't matter if it's a him or a her. This could be same sex. Please bear that in mind. But we go with what we see on the cards so that we can keep our characters, like straight in the storyline, so that I can refer to somebody and we know who we're talking about. So I'm going to say we have a masculine who is doing the spying on this feminine. He is learning what she likes. He is paying attention to what her style is. He wants to express how he feels about her. You notice that he's got the violin here, so he's very much in a romantic, very sweet energy. Now, he's coming across as a Knight of Wands, and that always gets a bad rap as somebody who's like just a player, when in fact, I feel like he may have a nice voice. Maybe he's thinking about like singing a song, picking a song, sharing with her a song that reminds him of her, excuse me. But it could be something that he's going to have to do briefly, either from a distance. This could be like he won't have a chance to stay very long, but he wants to convey this to her. Sometimes the best someone can do is, depending on the constraints of time and distance. I will say that there's got to be some kind of distance in this storyline, but he would want to still express something sweet to her, about her, make sure that she knows, or just he wants to express how he feels. I don't know if this is going to be handled in a super direct way or an indirect way. Let's see. That's what I was getting this vibe on. Everything right now is being done in secret. It's like he's saying, I want to be her secret Valentine. I want to send her something. I've obviously been paying close attention to what she likes, who she is. I'd like to do something special for her. I'd like to do, I don't know, the way he does this, the way he's going to express something to her or about her, it does feel kind of hidden. Like she'll never know who it comes from. But even right now, it's hidden that he's thinking so much about her. Okay, we definitely have. Why the secrecy? Why are you keeping it so secret? We have the Woman of Discs. This could be, we'll refer to her now as the Queen of Pentacles. So she could be either she doesn't have to be an earth sign, but she certainly could be a Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus. But she's hardworking. Maybe the reason this is secret is because he either like knows her through workplace energy, or I'm not going to say that it's a taboo at all, but maybe he's like, I don't necessarily want to come in too loud in, maybe he only can access her through the workplace. Like maybe that's how he knows her. Maybe she's like a business owner, or maybe, and not all work that we do, we all do work every single day, right? Doesn't matter if we get paid for our work or not. Doesn't matter if we're retired, we're still busy doing stuff. And so when I say he may know her through work or see her when she's busy working, this could be he sees her when she's, outside in her own backyard tending her flowers, and he happens to be the next door neighbor who, can't help but think, wow, that's a really beautiful person. I would like to give her a Valentine, but it feels like maybe it'd be better if I just leave it on her front porch sometime, and leave her a potted plant or something. Now, the other way I could read this is he sees her through whatever she does at work. We have a distinct vibe of somebody who is observing her as she's at work. She could do something where she sits at a desk. She could do something where oftentimes I think of this as somebody who's like an artist or does craft type things. She could be, someone who makes jewelry. She could do some kind of like fine detailed work. When I was in Bruges once, I remember going into one of their textile businesses, and what they're known for is these incredibly intricate, like woven. They make lace, and it's like they have these little spindles and spools of the threads, and it's these like insanely intricate patterns that they make in this old style of moving the spindles themselves back and forth, and it was just very impressive. But that, maybe she does something that's really intricate or something that requires a lot of concentration. It doesn't have to be something along those lines, but maybe she crochets, maybe she knits, maybe she does something. All I can say is that he says it has to be a little bit under the radar, because of the way I know her, because of the way I have seen her, because again, maybe I work with her, maybe she's my boss, maybe she's somebody who's in my community, or maybe this is like I see her and she doesn't even know I'm there. We have the Justice card. Okay, so we have strong Libra. There is something wrong here. This could be that the reason he's not in our life is because he was once upon a time. This could be an ex who's still paying attention, and it's like, I wish she was still my Valentine. I want to tell her that. I don't know, how am I going to set things right with her? I can't just approach her. That's why, even though I feel all these feels for her, I'm not allowed to just go approach and say, hi, you're my Valentine. But here's the thing. If something has gone wrong with her in the past, and it really must have, because these are three major arcana altogether, right? So we have the secret, the hidden, the mystery. We have, I'm sorry, I said three major arcana. We have a court card and two major arcana. Forgive me. It's still holding the same weight for me, though. The secret's because he watches her, and that's part of the secret. And this either isn't fair that he's able to like keep tabs on her to a certain extent, or it isn't fair the way something happened in the past, and that's why he's lurking in the shadows. The thing is, to me, that would need to be addressed then. If you have all this love, you have the desire to connect with her. Maybe he's been close enough to her to know, like, what perfume she wears or something, and he wants to send her that because it would be like a little cue in that I've been close enough to you to know, what your preferred scent is, or something like that. That could be the thing, that he's really tempted to try to send her something that would be a little bit of like a secret, guess who I am. But it could also be something about a piece of music that he would send to her. It's like he wants to go incognito, but not really. That's how this comes across. I want to keep it a secret, but I also don't. I want you to know that it's me, but I also don't want to say it out loud. Okay, tell me about the Justice. 10 of Wands. Oh, there was romance. There was candlelight. There was good stuff at one point in time. Also, the pine cones are really standing out to me right now. I don't know if it just represents, somewhere in his memories. This denotes like a location, someplace where pine trees grow. But we've got what went wrong here is that a very romantic, I mean, extremely romantic situation, either, 10 of Wands is laying down obstacles and problems. Either he's not quite ready because he's still in the midst of laying down obstacles and problems, so he can't come toward her yet. And that's why it's kind of a secret. And that's why it's kind of unfair that he's wanting to express himself to her, but going to still keep it a secret because maybe he really shouldn't make this move toward her just yet. Or in the past, they had something that ended badly, a romance that these things didn't go well. And it's unfair because it's like she either had to just let go of this without explanation. He has obviously not let go of her. Okay. If that is a story, but this could go in two different ways. Either it's like, I can't move toward her yet. I can't because it's not really the right time. Can I see if I can just get the straight answer on that? You know what? I feel like sticking with big deck energy today. What can I see which it really is? Who is he to her? We have an Ace of Coins. Somebody that represents like a new beginning for him. If she were a part of his life, it would be only if his circumstances were different. Now, he may live someplace in quite a luxurious location. The pancakes here. I don't know if somebody, pancakes sounds so good right now. I'm seriously eating pancakes for dinner tonight. I can tell you that right now. That was way too much of a, a little taste bud trigger for me to not obey. Yeah, definitely. I love pancakes at night. I think it's the best time. But maybe this is something about like he'd like to have breakfast with her. He'd like to start over a new leaf with her. Now, I know I say I eat breakfast food at night. Typically it's because I don't do breakfast, but this is him like really feeling she represents the new day, breakfast food, typically people eat it at breakfast time. So we know it talks about a new day, a new dawn. She represents a new beginning to him. And we couple it with the death card. It's a new beginning that he hasn't either gone for just yet or he's in the process of. This is You're the Snake, and we got the big old fatty snake coming up right behind the butterfly, kind of like it's time. He knows it's time. Is he in process of making some changes? Because what I'm going to say is I was asking for clarification. Is he somebody that messed things up with her and she had to get over him and he's still lurking, missing her? No. This is somebody who hasn't made some changes yet in his life. So it's kind of like I probably shouldn't be already like paying attention to my new Valentine that I want to have, when in truth, I still have to close out something else before I can start thinking about this romance with her. But he can't help it. He's even saying it's not right that I want to send her something, that I want to express romance to her when I'm still in the midst of closing out some other chapter. But it actually says the way he looks at her is she's like his motivation for making some of these changes. She represents the new dawn for him. So I'm alternately like, I'm too cold or my sleeves are in my way. Okay, tell me more just about where he's at right now. We have got the Princess of Pentacles sideways. So definitely he's so on the verge of reaching out to her, but his life is probably messy. There's a lot going on in this card. But it's like, I really do. Can I reach out to her right around Valentine's Day? I mean, look, even if his situation isn't 100% cleaned up and cleared out, but he's in process of something and he has all of these beautiful emotions. I can understand now why he's thinking about doing this in a more secretive way, because it's like, he's saying it's not really right that I want to reach out to her in a romantic sense, but I can't help but pay attention to her. And I want to express that she's, important or that she's amazing. It feels like he actually has really good intentions as far as like paying attention to her, caring about who she is. All those things are really nice. the fact that he feels this very romantic energy toward her, we could also say is nice. But now we go back to saying, but it might come across as a Knight of Wands if he's trying to reach out openly. And it's like, yeah, I wanted to send you a Valentine, but yeah, it's true. I'm actually still in the midst of closing out some other cycle of my life. He's just in this weird in between space. One chapter is not closed yet. He hasn't made some change in his life. And I'm not saying he's in another relationship. It could be, though, that he's in the midst of, altering many things in his life. A relationship can be over and you're still residing with that person, and maybe that also needs to be changed if he's like living in a place and, an ex or somebody is still with him, or I don't know, because it looks like he lives in a really big house. This could be a really weird, like unconventional scenario that he's in. Look, this person could be quite wealthy because if you look closely, he's got expensive taste. He's looking at, I love this perfume bottle. I think it's really pretty. It looks very much like, the Moroccan beautiful, like blown glass ones. Not that those are expensive, but perfume can certainly be really expensive. But here, like everything that he's in is very like rich textiles. It's, brocaded. And, here we're looking at jewelry that is either genuine. I don't know. The diamond is pushed to the back. So I'm thinking that he thinks her taste is more along the lines of maybe less classically, diamonds are just known for being rare and expensive, right? I personally don't care about diamonds. But looking at the other kind of gemstones that we see here, I don't know. It's like he's trying to figure out her taste a little bit. And she may not actually have super expensive taste, but he may have quite a bit of money. And he wants to, if he's going to be sending a tangible gift, I think it's going to be something in very good taste, but he wants it to be something that represents her. I think he has enough money to buy something expensive, but I don't think he's trying to like wow her with, gifts can be very symbolic. And I think he's more heavy on the symbolism. He's not cheap in any space or any thought process here, but he wants it to be something meaningful. We're going to have to take this to a part 2 because I feel like we've got way too much mystery to keep trying to unravel here. I want to see a little bit more about him and her. So I will see you guys in part 2. There will be a free link in the description box. Thanks for remembering to give this one a thumbs up before you leave, and the next one too, if you do enjoy the fact that I do these extendeds and they're available all the time. So I hope you guys hang out because you feel like hanging with me. I'm really honored you guys are here. And so thank you for all of your kindness. Bye.